Okay, off he goes. That took a while. That took a while. What on earth has happened here? Goodness me. Right, I've set the driver, the AI there, just to get it the majority of the way down. I've stopped just before the train track because I can see bad things happening. What we need to do is go and get that John Deere, so a kind of straight swap, I guess, in the end. Maybe we lost a couple of thousand because of that faulty mod. If anyone thinks I should still have it, then I can add a couple of thousand back on, but I don't know, it's only a couple of thousand, it's all part of the challenge, isn't it? I do wish I moved this further to the left actually by say 4 or 5 foot, just to give a better driveway here. I was trying to think ahead and be smart, and I wasn't being smart at all, but certainly let's plough all of this. Let's plough up to say about here. I might sell it and replace it maybe in a slightly moved position. I think that would be fine. And then that, between the two, we'll have some decent grass fields. Now, I did mention it in the comments, and a couple of people commented. Yeah. What I'm thinking of doing here now, as we move on, potentially by the time this next lot of grass that we seed it and it's ready to harvest, let's swap this out with a fermenting silo. There is one part of the, I can't remember what the name of the pack is now, if I'm honest with you, but it is included. I'll find it. It's included in one of the, might be the Bavarian pack maybe, I'm not too sure, I'm sure it will come up now, but it's a pretty good one. £15,000, and it looks like the sort of silo I believe you would see here. If I can find where it is, what does it actually come under? Fermented silos. There's the little carcher I was saying about. Let's get that, you know, let's get that. I shouldn't need to use a keyboard and mouse to do this bit. So we'll zoom in. Can't really see what direction that's facing. I can't see at all actually. I'm assuming it's got to be the right way. Looking at the main picture down below, it's something like that. So we'll just dump that right in front of the garage. £500, but hopefully that'll keep some people happy. We can sort out that dirty truck. Right, now back to what we were looking for. Where is this fermenting silo? Okay, found it. I didn't have to reload. It's actually in the production section in factories, which it kind of isn't, but I guess maybe that's the way the game considers it. So, looks pretty cool. I think that's the kind of thing that fits this map. There's similar kind of big silos in different places. So, we'll sell that and we'll put that there somewhere. But yeah, I'm just curious. A couple of people have commented. I'm pretty sure it was Bruhar again who mentioned that he doesn't consider fermenting silos as cheating. For me, I'm a little bit unsure if it is or not. I mean, I guess they do exist in real life. It just makes the game so much easier though, doesn't it? I don't know if that is being a bit cheeky or not, but if you're watching, let me know what you think, but I probably will do that at some point as the money allows us to. Saves a lot of that repetitive compacting, and that hay loft, that hay grab was a little bit of a pain. That is for sure. Right, let's just check in on how our friend is doing. Wonderful, good timing. So I managed to talk the whole time, which is good. Let's jump into that one. We timed that perfectly. Okay, lovely. So 9,000 exactly there on that income. 336 environmental score penalty, but that was pretty much paid for by what we sold from the bucket first of all. So ideal. 25,568. This is going pretty good. We've still got a lot to get though. Okay, back at the shop now. So let's just jump in and have a look at the cedars. I want to say, we've looked already, it was 12,000. I'm pretty sure if I can find where it is, that would help. There we go, I went too far. So right to the end, this time we will get the Massey Ferguson version just because I like it to be a bit different. Now, last time around, if you've watched the first series, I was a bit confused on how you actually attach this to transport it. And I couldn't figure out what the point in it was. However, someone did comment now, it was a while ago, so I'm not going to lie, I can't really remember, but yeah, have a look at the combinations and you can actually find the coupling for it and take it back. So it's obviously a 3-point linkage which joins on to the trailer. So I assume you don't need that. If you buy the actual attacher for it. Let's just have a little look a minute. So configuration. So if I buy that, surely those wheels will come down and then we can just pull it behind us. £1,250 extra. But in the essence of realistic, let's do it. It's more money than what I wanted to spend, to be honest with you, but I do like to keep it real. So we're going to need that as well, I'm assuming, for 800. This may have just been a complete waste of money. Oh no, okay. But then how do I lower that when I get it back to the field? Right, let's have a look. Maybe when you connect it, it will give us the options to lower the wheels. Maybe. Okay, that looks kind of cool though, I like that. What does unfold cedar do? No, can't do that. Okay. Interesting. Well, it does work. Okay. Wow. I cannot make sense of that trailer. It's a good idea. I've somehow managed to fold those wheels up there at the back, and now I can't unfold them. It's probably me. But you can still drive it, so I'll just drive it by dragging it, I guess. And maybe if someone's used it in the meantime, if anyone is watching this and you know what to do, let me know. It's probably me just being stupid. Now, you can't buy seed bags by the look of it, with those small little handheld ones. So I've had to buy a relatively big bag. Now that I think about it, I should have left the little fertilizers in the small bag, because I could put them into this, but it doesn't matter. It's not a problem. Is that unloading? You can actually get onto this trailer, by the way. So I assumed maybe the control to do the wheels was actually while you're on the cedar, because it's strange that you can get into a cedar, but it doesn't seem to be. Don't know what the deal is with that. Not too sure. Now, annoyingly, it doesn't tell us how much is left of this bag. But we'll just dump it there. A nice little bit of rain. Fortunate we sold all the silage before the rain came. Let's just park this back up. And make our way back to the farm on the new tractor. Right, let's just close that cover. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this. Is you can raise, you have quite a lot of controls of it. Look, I can control the height and everything. It's a cool idea, but how on earth do I get those wheels unfolded? Because every time I try it says that, and then when I disconnect it from the attacher it says must be attached. Doesn't really make sense. So this is going to be an interesting drive back. Wow. The good news is this is 4 miles per hour faster. The bad news is it still took so long, it's now gone completely dark. Tell you what, it gets dark early over here in Canada, doesn't it? Right, we'll leave this here. Turn the lights off. Okay, skip to the next day. We do have a little bit of daylight. We also have a little bit of snow. Now that could be a problem, because if it's realistic, I know that snow can be quite crazy in Canada. So we better not muck around, no hanging around. What we need to do is jump straight into the tractor. Dump the seeder, because we ain't going to be using that straight away. But we need to see if this tractor will run that plough. I really hope so. It's going to struggle. I know it will struggle. But I hope it will run it. As soon as we finish that ploughing, then we will get on with the seeding. So let's just leave that there. Maybe I shouldn't have left that attached like that, because that has gone a bit strange now, isn't it? Can I reconnect it? Oh dear. I have a feeling that was probably not a very good idea. Okay, that was a good start. Right, why can't I detach the seeder? Ah, there we go. Right, and then we'll just drop that bit there. Okay, right, we'll try again. So we're going to go straight into the field, pick up the plough. The weight is no longer going to be needed. So let's just move that out of the way. Right, let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes. So allow create fields, lower it down. Oh, it pulls it fine. No problem at all. This isn't going to take very long at all. It's barely worth putting this into a time lapse. What I could probably do with doing is buying a chainsaw, which means the kind of standard in-game ones, the expensive ones, they're going to be £1,000. But I could probably just do with taking out these two kind of random trees there just to the left and square the field up. Maybe we'll keep hold of the plough and we'll try and do that as some sort of task in the future. Let's get rid of all of these little bits left over. What I'm also going to do is just preempt roughly where the field should start. So we will plough just into the section to the right of us. When it actually comes to it, when we have the funds available to buy that kind of tunnel type shed, then we'll sell the greenhouse and then replace the greenhouse ever so slightly over. So I'm just going to have to estimate now roughly how far over that is going to be placed, and then we'll just do an additional bit to this ploughing whilst we are here. So I feel if we moved it over that much, that would probably be fine. Maybe. Let's just play it safe. Let's go for about here. Try and line it up that side if I can. And just head straight up. Yeah, I feel like that'll work. It's given us a little bit more, not a huge amount, but I feel like that would be fine. I mean, potentially once this is grass and it's fully fertilised, that could be, you know, an extra 1,000 or 2,000 litres. So it needs to be done. That snow is picking up now. I think we're going to have a bit of a white ground in not too much time at all. So I need to hurry up. To be honest, it doesn't look like it's going to get any brighter either, which is annoying. Hopefully once the editing and the recording's released, it isn't too bad and you can still actually see what's going on. But I'm not going to skip a day. In actual fact, I'm purposely going to leave it. I may even extend the days. Maybe not this year, but for the next year. Extend the days when it comes to winter. Just to give that kind of authentic Saskatchewan feeling, I guess. I know that, again, whenever I visited my dad, at one point I went over, in fact, I went to Saskatchewan in May, and when I was landing, I landed in Calgary, which is just slightly further to the west, I guess, of Saskatchewan, near the Rocky Mountain areas, but in May there was still snow on the ground in certain areas, so I know that certainly compared to in the UK, Canada tends to have kind of proper seasons, I guess, maybe. When it's winter, you know it's winter. When it's summer, you know it's summer. Over here, especially in the southwest where I'm from, it just kind of rains all year. Regardless of when it is, it rains. Okay, much better. That's turned out alright, actually. And we've left enough. I think that's enough room there just to move that shed over a little bit. Which we will get around to doing at some point. Potentially even move it forward slightly as well. Don't know. Right, let's turn off the field ploughing before we drop this down in case it starts to plough a random place. We don't really want that. Now, the next problem is going to be, of course I folded that bit up, didn't I? And I assume I can't connect to it. Will it fold automatically? Right, this could go really badly. Let's see what happens. Oh. Just invisible. There we go. We'll make it a little better. Right, let's set this to grass and let's get seeding. I need to tidy this place up. When I said I liked the maps that are hard to maneuver, I didn't mean because I've dumped everything everywhere. We need to sort this out. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, another job done. This is really bad, the way that I've just dumped all this equipment around. This is pretty bad. I need to sort this out. But I can't be bothered to do it right now. So let's just park this up somewhere that looks kind of in the right place. That will do. Right, shut that down. Turn all the lights off. So I reckon we are probably pretty much there. So this is episode 5, I think now. I'm not going to lie, the first recording I did for episode 4, I got a bit carried away. Which is why I didn't really do kind of an intro at the beginning of that episode. Yeah, that was initially my recording of episode 4. So episode 5, trying to kind of time lapse it, put all the timings together, I think we are pretty much there. But what I will do is end the episode with a little car clean, because I said I would, albeit this one recording's turned into 2, but we will do that. And it also lets me keep the torch on. So just satisfy a selection of people, and I'll also try and get myself a screenshot while I'm doing it. Oh dear, look at it now though. See how bad the truck is. See, this is why I kept the dirt on. Kind of hid. It hid how bad it was. Look at the state of it. Now I'm assuming because the cab is kind of a separate vehicle almost, it needs washing separately. So we'll do that as well. I think in terms of realism, for certain, I want to get a house in the game, an actual house, and I think, you know, doing up the truck as well, getting a respray, is something we'll aim to do, because if it was me, in real life, you know, I probably wouldn't want to drive that around too much. I mean, I would, because it's quite cool, but I'd certainly want to pimp it up a little bit. So that's all part of the challenge. It's not just about the farming. I guess we need to get a house. The one that I showed you, I think maybe first or second episode, that you can actually get into with a garage, and we'll try and keep it as realistic as possible. So we'll end it there. I'm pretty sure that's it for time. I am going to get straight on with recording the next one, so if you do give me any suggestions, especially talking about the kind of fermenting silo and things, it's not that I've ignored you in the next episode. I'll probably integrate whatever suggestions I get into the following episode, which will probably be episode 6. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Cheers and gone.